Hello there and welcome to another SOS reading. I hope you're doing well out there. So viewer, we're going to find out what Spirit wants you to know when it comes to your SOS messages. All right, let's see here. Just focus on what is noble and best. You know, you may feel that you have had to start over, or maybe you fear starting over. Don't. Something about you having to reset yourself is not going to set you back. So don't worry. All you got to do from this point on is make the best choices and know that better options are coming towards you here. For you to focus on what is best and noble effortlessly. Now, we do have this butterfly spirit coming through, letting you know a change for the better. So let's get more about this change for the better. You know, this butterfly is enjoying their sweet success, going from a caterpillar to having to be in the metamorphosis process, to experiencing flight here, and that's exactly what you are doing. And Spirit wants you to know that your transformation is beautiful, and you do wear the honorable badge of a spiritual warrior. So we have some unexpected blessings up ahead because you have taken the high road in a situation in some important area of your life. We have a soulmate here too, so there's an important soulmate for you to trust. Perhaps you are with this soulmate right now, whether it's just a platonic companion, a lover, some type of deep connection. Spirit wants you to open yourself up to this, to not question whether or not you can trust this person. You know, you put a lot of trust in the higher realms, in your higher self and yourself. And it's showing. And what you're attracting is like another butterfly spirit here. Or take it if it resonates. Some of you, you know, you've gone through a powerful transformation, and so has your soulmate, if you already know who this is. But many of you, there is some type of change when it comes to an important relationship. And this is significant because this is part of your soul's path right now to connect with a soulmate you can trust. So a change for the better here. Let's continue and see what else. Ooh, I'm not surprised that there may be some jealousy. So you do need to be wary. Jealousy surrounds you. But if you just kind of, you know, take note that, you know, you have transformed. And I was talking about going from a caterpillar to a, you know, to a butterfly, right? Well, there are still caterpillars around you that haven't received their wings yet. So you just need to keep on moving here. Yes, there may be some doors closing. There may be more distance between you and a situation that really hasn't evolved. It's almost like it devolved as you are evolving. So don't even feel bad for moving on to better things. And especially when it comes to better connections that are more suited and harmonious for you, because you do deserve better. And Spirit wants you to also not be tempted to lower your standards, okay? There may be some reactions from others that aren't to your liking, whether you know these people or not. There's just they may just be triggered by your light. They may feel somehow inferior to your own transformation, but don't let this stop you. You've gone through a powerful process of self-actualization because you chose so. Let's continue and see what else Spirit wants you to know. Okay, I feel like this bottom one wants to show itself too, but before I look at that, The angels want to help you right now to clear the ruminating thoughts for your own health. Yes, there may be some type of, repeating thing in the mind here. Maybe we just can't get over something. Something may have not been to your liking. You may even feel that it has been a disadvantage. But there's something that has happened that has, blessed you with an opportunity to change and transform yourself, to become a better version of yourself, and to sync up with things, ideas, and people that match that. The only scary part is having to go through that metamorphosis process, because we don't know what we're becoming, what we're attracting. But don't worry. Yeah, see, there's something going on with the mind here. That one that was on the bottom that I felt wanted to show itself is speaking about tidy up your thoughts by cleaning them down to what should be a priority. Now, this might be hard for some, but you just have to get back down to the basics possibly, right? Growing is a priority here. Maybe self-care is a priority. Maybe your work is a priority, or your business, or other projects. So let's get a little bit more, because I do sense air sign. We also have a little bit of fire sign and water sign coming through, okay? I want to get a little bit more about this too, with tidying up your thoughts. The angels are there to help you clear those ruminating thoughts for your own health and well-being. Let's get more about this. Oh my gosh. Well, you are a new star that has been born here. I was just talking about others may be triggered by your light. You may have already experienced it. Sometimes knowing it's going to be, it says shitty here, but we'll say crappy. Sometimes just knowing it's going to be crappy eases the process. So there's something where spirit knows it's been uncomfortable. But the thing is whatever darkness, whatever crappy thing that you've had to go through is actually helping you feel reborn again, becoming a new bright hope, not just for yourself, but for others too. So I would say, this whole thing about be wary, jealousy surrounds you. Some of you may not resonate with that right now, but you will. Trust me, you will. But don't allow that to discourage you from embracing your own unique self. Don't allow that to discourage you from what is destined for you. There's a situation here where it's like someone or people, whatever you're dealing with, chose to downgrade. A new star is born. It's you. What else? So give yourself time with this. Yes, it can be difficult, because it means that we are not only embracing and accepting oneself fully and wholly, which means that we have to look at the dark aspects of oneself, but also, we have to stay strong and vigilant and resilient to the past or past situations, something about the past that may want to pull you into that dark. And when I'm talking about the past, this specific past is something that you've already experienced, you already know, you already have a sensitivity to it. So it's not going to be a question whether or not you like it or not. Your soul will know, whether or not it's helping you to feel far more enlightened, brighter, and joyful, or going back into the dark here. And that may mean that you have to be a true spiritual warrior and stand your ground, stand firm in, these things that you've attained, the transformation that you've attained, okay? And see what's next. because this is all about destiny lining up here. And in fact, I do sense the zodiac sign Aquarius. Okay, so we were talking about air sign and water sign and some fire sign coming through. So just take that how it resonates for you when I put out the zodiac signs. Yeah, see, they will only stifle your growth. Someone chose to, maybe they chose to, or they unconsciously, by not choosing, have decided to stay where they're at. And it's only going to stifle your own growth. And this is the part where you have to embrace this change if you haven't yet. You know, accepting that others may not get it. You know, they may not get this whole thing about transformation, or even want to take the time to do any type of self-reflection to grow. Now, because you've done a lot of self-reflection and you're growing, this is also impacting your own reality when we're talking about tangible things as well. So there's new opportunities and also new abundance, tangible abundance here in the forms of people and resources. So Spirit wants you to know to not feel bad. And that may be a cause of jealousy, is that they sense, you know, you moving away or moving on. Let's continue and see what else Spirit wants you to know. We do have an apologies that may come your way. Spirit's saying be open to these apologies. Now you can do what you want. I mean, yes, it could be something where you've dealt with someone that you don't feel can move on or grow, but they may have had a change of heart or a change of mind or a new perspective, a shift. So Spirit's saying be open to apologies that may come your way. So let's get a little bit more about that and what's important for you to know. This card fell. Okay. The truth is unveiling. So light worker, you turn your dimmer switch. Turn on your dimmer switch. Okay. So, you know, you've got your spiritual antennas out there, viewer. And so, you know, you are embracing sensitivities, right, that may feel uncomfortable, but they're actually helping you gain some insight about what's really going on. So yes, you do tap in and absorb other people's energies, okay? Now this is something to embrace, not to be afraid of, okay? But anyhow, Spirit wants you to, you know, I feel that you may even sense, you may be dreaming or healing something when it comes to a specific person or people here. It could be family, it could be an ex-lover or a current lover, or just someone that you've had a connection with. But there is something that, it's almost like whether or not you get this apology, this person knows that you know. They're not an idiot to what you are gifted with. And it may drive them crazy. It may drive them to want to apologize, okay? But either way, I do see that the truth is unveiling in the tangible realm here. And this is why Spirit is saying, you know, you may need to do something right now to just take good care of yourself, you know, focus on what is best and noble, do things that may help ground you because you are sensing and picking up on other people's energies, what they're feeling, what they're thinking, and maybe it's been too much, right? So you do need to kind of shut that off if you can by not giving it too much of your attention. And nourish your soul right now, if you're not already, by just enjoying things to help enliven your physical senses, your taste, your smell, okay, your eyes, your tummy. Well, I guess that's taste. But anyhow, the truth is unveiling, or some kind of truth may come out with this apology. Let's continue and see what else. Yeah, give yourself time to honor your emotions. Spirit is saying it's okay to tell them no. Okay, you're going to already know. So this is, again, this is going to go back into your sensitivities, honoring yourself, knowing what you're worth. Don't say yes. Just hear me out. You may resonate with this, you may not. But I feel I need to mention it. So don't say yes just because maybe you don't want to hurt other people's feelings or you feel obligated. That's not the way to go, because you've already transformed. See, you're focusing on what's right, you know, what's genuine to you. So if you feel in your heart to say no, listen to that. Say no, whether it's the past or something that you know is only going to distract you from your priorities. Distract you from becoming the best version of yourself, because you are. Let's continue. See, okay, merging of realities begin. So you're in between realms here. This is that butterfly spirit getting ready to fly with others. But not only that, it's about flying and enjoying your own creation, your own space here. You know, if you notice how butterflies, you know, they need space, you know, to spread their wings and fly. Can you imagine if they were all cluttered by other butterflies? So that's why it's important just to enjoy the space that you've already created in your own life by removing or seeing the truth of what you don't like or what's been a contrast, you know, to yourself now and your future self and future dreams. Let's see what else. Now don't make fun of my cards. They're a little bit old, all right? So I'm not trying to put it up too close to the camera. Anyhow, here comes accelerated spiritual assistance. So pay attention. Let's get more about that. Spirit is going to be helping you here, right? The situation is calling you to have faith. So there may be a string of opportunities, one lined up back after one after another, or there may be multiple opportunities coming in at once. And this is why it's important to start practicing on your priorities, because when you have all of these things coming at you, whether it's simultaneously or one after another, you'll know exactly what to do with it, because your mind and your heart isn't cluttered with having to deal with, you know, the old energy that you have really grown out of. So here, let's get more with this. Here comes accelerated spiritual assistance. So pay attention. Now, spiritual assistance comes not only in energetic form, right? Non-physical, but also physical. So people, soulmate or soulmates. Oh my gosh, yes. Oh my goodness, look at this. Just keep continuing to walk your path. The truth is unveiling. Something in your tangible world will be the evidence that you need to confirm that, yes, you're walking your path of destiny. Continue walking your path so you can find that spiritual fulfillment, or continue your own spiritual fulfillment if you already feel that you've tapped into that. Spirit wants you to walk with confidence, knowing that you're divinely protected always. Okay, Spirit is bringing you situations that will bring you peace to your heart and mind. Well, thank goodness. Thank goodness, because our mind is cleaning up, right? We're clearing it out. And if you've been questioning this, or, you know, maybe you need to hear this. Yes, you're balanced, okay? And you've been maintaining great balance with the past, the present, the future, and you know, the light and the dark aspects of oneself, right? And the feminine, the masculine. You're doing the best that you can, and this is why Spirit is so proud of you, to continue walking your path. You figured something out that is really important for your own soul's evolution and growth. Let's continue and see what else. Now, I feel that you may resonate with the Sacred Souls reading, okay? So you may want to check that out. What else? Oh, be lighthearted. Okay, I get water sign. Specifically, I would say Page of Cups. Okay, now, before I get into this card of flirt, which says extend your lighthearted energy to others, obviously take this how it resonates, okay? Because if you're with someone, obviously you don't want to be flirting, but flirt with them, right? But, you know, take it how it resonates with you, whether it's being flirtatious or not. It's just about extending your lighthearted energy, right? Getting back to a place where you can be joyful and innocent with another or others. Saying yes to people and situations that feel good to you. You know, you are born with these sensitivities for a reason. It's like your soul feels it out before your mind can even figure it out. But that's where sometimes we get a little bit trapped, right? Between the heart and the mind. Well, the soul, the mind, the heart, the mind, whatever. And also, you know, it's talking about either, you know, opportunities coming one after another, or a few or a bunch come at one time. You know, don't feel that you have to take it all. You know, if you only want to take a few of those opportunities, go ahead. But there may be something with saying yes to social invites, you know, even if they're like, you know, maybe even as simple as a birthday party or something, okay? And whatever it is, or maybe connecting with a friend here, because it is time for you to feel lighthearted, because you have done the work to become lighthearted, and no one or even a situation should make you feel like your heart needs to be anchored into discomfort. It's only through those discomfort that we get to a more comfortable, vibrant, and abundant place, because you are willing to transform. You are willing to go into your cocoon and embrace that darkness and see what's going to come out once that light hits you. And you've come this far, so why not keep going? There's real chemistry here too. Yeah, your heart's going to start singing with things and really resonating with things. It's not just people or a specific person. It's going to be all kinds of things. A merging of two realities begin. So you have done something here where you are doing all that you can spiritually, materially, emotionally, mentally to acclimate to a situation here, and it's working in your favor. So just keep going, because you are attracting some type of great abundance and chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. So let your heart be light. Let your soul sing with another. When you feel that urge to just say yes, say yes. I mean, look at that. Yes, this is your soulmate. Now, let me remind you too, soulmates come in different forms. Family, friends, lover, right? But don't deny yourself some type of trust where we can bond with another, because that's the whole point here. You know, and if you're alone and struggling when it comes to a special soulmate in your life, you know, you are doing the best that you can. So don't feel that you have to rush. It's going to happen for you. God, Jesus, the universe, your higher self, whatever you believe in, is bringing situations that make your heart and your mind comfortable. What else? Oh, there it is. Okay. Oh my goodness. That's it. Okay, we got reconciliation here. This is a good thing. Okay, so we're going to need more about this, you know, because this is someone from your past. Someone from your past is returning to your life. So we got to know more. I mean, you are going to be saying no with grace here. So we need more about this, Spirit. What's important for the viewer to know about this reconciliation? We could have a soulmate or person here that's transformed too. Okay, so This is a water sign coming through. Let's get more with this reconciliation. What's important for the viewer to know about this? Oh my gosh. It's a true love. Okay, I'm tempted to look at these cards, actually. It's like a little story over here. That kind of, I don't know, just feels like there's a little story here. So it is safe for you to love. Someone from your past is going to return to your life. Now, viewer, this is a general reading, so it's going to be different for each and every one of you. Yes, there could be someone that you really actually know of, or this could be like a past lifetime situation, or someone that you know of, maybe in past by, or maybe it's just been a while. So just be open with your mind and heart with who this person is, because this is a person that brings you true love or opens you to that opportunity for a romance of a lifetime, to feel fully and emotionally engaged with life and the right things and the right person or people for you. Now there's a story, okay, that came out with this. And what Spirit wants you to know is that it is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Speaking of the highest energy of all, I think that's really cute, because they're up in the sky. They're up on the cloud. So that's a high energy. Speaking of, look at that. It is another butterfly spirit. It is. Again, whether you know them or not, you're going to know who to say no, right? And to say yes with. And I felt like we did get a little bit more about that, didn't we? With that no. I might dive more deep into that too, because there is someone that Spirit is saying, you've been praying, you know, to have some type of emotional fulfillment and to open your heart. And you're going to be the only one, though, that's going to stop yourself. Because what I get with this is like the Eight of Swords, actually, with this. Where it's just, you know, we trust, but we don't trust. We may overthink things. You know, we may fear something here, but don't, right? Open your heart. Open your heart. And the reason why is because this could be the one. You've already met this romantic partner you seek, or you're about to. And you're going to know, viewer, because there's some type of strong attraction. And it will recapture. Oh, this is so good. I was getting that Page of Cups. So it is going to bring a playful and youthful energy out. Okay, so why not do this now? Spirit wants you to get into this place of being lighthearted, recapturing your own innocence, and romance. Allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So you are going to shine with another. You will feel very youthful with this energy. That may be a secret for you to know. You've been calling this soulmate in or praying about them. So yes, some of you may be with this person, but many of you, you're not. Okay, your prayers, affirmations, visualizations help bring you together. Now, some of you may be praying for a specific person. And I would just say, you know, if it's meant to be, it will. But just why not just call in that soulmate, you know, that just don't put an image if you can, just so that you can keep it open, right? Because right now it's about keeping yourself in a place of openness. That you're praying for a soulmate that you can trust and love, and vice versa. One that you feel safe with, one that you know is the one, a true love here. And yes, children may be involved in your situation. This card is sticking to me, so of course I'm going to have to get this. So children will be affecting, or they are affecting, your love life. And if you don't resonate with that, and you may not know, because you may not know about, you know, other children that could be involved in the future, but it's also about recapturing that innocence that I was talking about here. You being able to feel good and safe about extending your light-hearted energy to others. Because really, you're ready to do that. It's with the right energies here. So it might be time too for some of you, you know, to focus on a youthful part of yourself, or connecting, more deeply with maybe the children that you already have in your life. Okay. Now, Spirit, I want a little bit more about this saying no with grace. Give me something else too for the viewer here with saying no with grace. Look, these cards are just falling out. Okay, it's someone that you've either separated from, or you separated from them, or they separated from you. This person could be, they're definitely emotionally not available. I can say that much. Now, it may or may be someone that you were married to for some of you, or maybe you felt like you were married to them. You may even have children with them. Either way, you've had a heartbreak situation with someone. This is who you need to say no to. Say no with grace, because you are moving on to better times here, to enjoy the bliss, whether it's holiday or not. Just enjoy the bliss of time together. But what you want to say no is someone who, again, may have separated themselves, or you have, and they really distance themselves. It's almost like they turn their back, or you've turned your back on them. You're going to know. You're just going to know. Now, I do feel if you're still maybe having to engage with a person here, or people that don't feel good and right now, it's not about having a perfect life. We're never really, I shouldn't say that. We're always going to have something or someone challenging, but you'll be able to respond to these things in a more peaceful and calm manner, where it doesn't really affect you as much as maybe it did, years ago even. But it's like this is a time for you, because what I get from this energy that you want to say no to is like someone that may have been in and out. They just can't figure anything out. And they are incredibly, you'll know, because this person is incredibly emotionally distant, maybe even from their own self. Air sign is coming through. You're going to be getting some type of news package or a letter here. Let's get more about this waiting for news, package, and letter. And that's interesting, because this is a card also of transition here. Transactions. There may be some really good results from some type of transactions here. Okay, let's get more though. Let's see what Spirit will give us with this bird perched. Waiting for news, package, or letter. Yeah, some of you, goodness, you could be waiting for someone, and Spirit's like, it's, again, we gotta focus on priorities, right? Tidy up your thoughts, clean them down on what needs to be a priority. Oh, let's see. Let's get more with this. Okay, heed the messengers, actually. So you're gonna know. Spirit is gifting you the ability to see these signs, to recognize the red flags, right? Say no with grace. You're going to know. You're going to know. Something will arrive. There will be like another way that Spirit's going to show you where you got to be wary. Okay, the signs are cautioning you. Okay. Now, some of you, if you've just been waiting around, there may be something where you have to watch out for that, because if you don't move, Spirit will make you move. And it can get uncomfortable when Spirit makes you move. Okay, you better do it maybe on your own. And that's just, all I'm saying is just taking little baby steps, okay, towards making an effort to be lighthearted, to reclaim your innocence. Because right now, it's really not about reclaiming your power. You've already done that. Right now, it's about reclaiming your innocence and feeling vibrant and youthful no matter what. Giving yourself a break. What else? I'm getting this message where it's like, okay, you've already had a profound sign from the universe. Because what I was hearing this bird saying was, I've already told you once. I've already showed you once. Recognize these signs, how Spirit is directing you to make sure you don't get, off course here. Because that happens, right? Oh, the situation involves a marriage. This is, okay, whether it really is a traditional marriage or not, I want you to see there's a merging of realities here. It's a merging. It's a marriage. The right marriage, right? So, yes, you might find yourself committing yourself, staying dedicated, faithful, loyal to that which is important for you, where you feel great union. So open yourself up to some type of commitment, to some type of marriage here. Let's get more about this wedding. I mean, there may even be, an opportunity to go to a wedding for some of you, talking about those social invites and stuff. But anyhow, let's get more about this wedding. And I do see for some of you, you are dealing with someone that's married or something, or was married or something like that. What's important for the viewer to know about the wedding? You're gonna be in some type of commitment for the long term, somehow, some way. And so Spirit is saying, commit to having fun more. Don't worry about things either right now or in the future that you are marrying into, right? Because again, it's a traditional, it can be about a traditional, but also you're merging and marrying into a whole other level of being, of existing and existing with others. Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. Someone is getting dolled up and ready. So has it been a while since, you may have changed something? Maybe it's doing something with your hair or your outfit, or maybe, whatever it is. Trying a little adventure with you and others. But the most important thing is, we were talking about, it's not so much reclaiming your power, it's reclaiming your innocence. And if that means connecting with friends, being open and vulnerable to your friends and asking for help, whether it's family member or friends, do it. Maybe it's a professional, or maybe it's not friends, so to speak here, but people that can help you, because Spirit wants you to practice receiving, because Spirit knows through this time of being in that place of darkness and transformation, you've had to protect yourself. And so when we get into that place where we're protecting, it's hard to kind of get back to a place where we can trust again. But this is where Spirit wants you to embrace your transformation, because your spiritual protection has gone to another level. It's even stronger. And now Spirit is saying, let the higher forces take charge. You enjoy something in your reality right now without feeling like you've got to look over your shoulder or feel constricted in some way. Now let's continue and see what else. Oh, nope, actually that is it. Okay, well that got done quick, but I just want to get one more. What Spirit will give us here. Oh boy. Okay, Spirit is saying, okay, this landed on the landed on pay attention to the red flags. Look at this, unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. So why do it, right? So, there was something here where it just wasn't reciprocal. Now, whether you don't have enough attraction because, you know, hello, you're a butterfly, we're still dealing with some caterpillars for some of you, or whatever. Maybe for some, you're longing for someone who's already, you know, moved on or doing something here where Spirit just doesn't want you to wait, you know, to wait around. Yes, there may be an apology here. I'm not saying that, you know, you have to feel like you've got some type of unfinished or unresolved business. But in the meantime, Spirit is like, says, let me handle this soul or these souls. You enjoy your new self and the souls that are around you now and new ones to come. Or old connections that might pop up here, right? Someone from the past, because you got a true love situation here. It's already cooking, or should I say it's already baking in the oven. It's already merged. Energetically, you've already merged. So Spirit just wants you to know that they're just, if something doesn't feel like enough, that should also be your red sign or you know, red flag that you might be settling, or don't, I don't know why I'm getting this too, so take it if it resonates. Don't let someone convince you to settle either. To keep going on with a relationship that will only stifle your growth. All right, let me check if there's any others. Nope, that is actually it. Okay, so before we end the reading, let's find out how Spirit is helping you currently, and maybe specifically that you should be aware of right now. Give your Spirit's helping you getting to know someone, or getting to know possibly someone that may be returning from the past here. Let me put this in your situation. You know, working on your partnership. Now, I would say first it's happening with you and your higher self and Spirit working on that relationship, right? And giving a relationship a chance, getting to know someone because, okay, it's safe for you to love. So there's Spirit and the angels know that there's a hesitation here. We're a little bit, well, we may be a little bit nervous and hesitant to trust, to open our heart. But you got to do it. This is what Spirit's helping you with. You know, getting to know each other. You know, whether it's getting to know someone specifically or people, right? Friends. These are all of this is adding up to your true love. So engage, interact, talk, open. That's how Spirit is helping you, so that you are being revealed the truth. The truth is unveiling here. And what's the truth is that as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. That's the truth. I want to get one more too for how Spirit's helping you. And also Spirit's helping you feel romantic in life, whether you know, feel the lack of a partner in that or not, because it's about how you're feeling. Yeah, see, Spirit's going to help you express your love and just open yourself up. Go ahead and make that romantic gesture, or someone may make it to you. All right, now let's find out what you have to look forward to in the near future. What does the viewer have to look forward to in the near future? Oh, wow. You're going to be in a position of authority to, okay, so here's these balancing of, you know, the balancing of you, how it's coming out. But also in the near future, you could be dealing with a man or a woman, maybe specifically an older woman or just a man here. I mean, take this how it resonates, a position of authority. Now, I'm also seeing where you are going to experience an up-leveling, a level of respect that maybe you are new to. Okay, just take that if it resonates. But you might also find yourself in a position of authority, or really being in a place where you are feeling far more secure than you have been in the past. And you have found your throne and you're sitting quite nicely and firm in it and not questioning it at all, because you do deserve it. Yes, someone's going to be leaving your life, but it's going to be an exciting event. You know, because you're making room for the new. An empty chair means someone is going to be sitting in it. Yes, and you're going to also have some dealings or a relationship with a man, and also a older woman here. Let's get a little bit more too about these people. Let's see what Spirit will give us with that. Now, this will not resonate for all of you, but there may be something here where it's almost like someone has to step down. I don't know if it's like a, you know, well, it could be a work thing. It could be some type of organization, or maybe something on a personal level where someone may even had to step down, or they're not able to continue or fulfill this position. And then you're the one that gets to fulfill that position. And now you're sitting on that throne of authority here. Oh, it's going to be attraction. So you're attracting the right people into your life. Pay attention to an elder in your life, an older woman, or just someone that may be wise beyond their years. And yes, dealing's a relationship with a man, okay? People, right? Let your friends help you. I already was picking up that heaven is going to be sending you other butterfly people and helping you feel attractive, especially if you've been feeling not so attractive. And I can see that for some, because we had to deal with that unrequited love. But I think you figured something out, though, that it really wasn't you. It was about them. So Spirit is helping you stay in the moment, because in the near future, you're going to feel and be quite attractive and attracting, whether it's romantic love, platonic love, or a love of life, whatever fits in your situation, you're going to enjoy it fully because you're fully present to it. And this is where we feel like, you know, we're in a place of timelessness. All right, viewer, now I hope that was helpful for you. Love and light. Take care.